Okay, hi Earthlings. Right, so we've got this big eclipse tomorrow, and I want everyone to use the intention of feeling safe and feeling secure and feeling calm, because we are, with our emotions, creating an energy. Now I want to show you something that I think is funny. And Marduk, who is the son of Enki, Enlil perhaps, sorry, and someone else, and they had a son. He's had 4 ears and 4 eyes. Well, this is like a 4-eared one, and I just thought that it was pretty good kind of like drawing there. It's got like flappers as well as the normal ears. Just needs 2 more eyes there, and we'd have Marduk. Nobody knows what Marduk really does anymore, even if he's around. It's back in the ancient times. Now I want to move forward quickly and show you this picture of Zeus ben Pantera. And as we know, Zeus was flayed, whipped all over his body. He was treated with exceeding cruelty. And for any Christian who's like, oh, the blood of Christ, I want the blood of Christ over me or something like that. Oh, I just can't bear it when people say that sort of thing. It's just awful. Please stop. And I want to show you that this man survived, and here he is, leaving his mark upon the world. And the Shroud of Turin, or the shroud that is Zeus's shroud, which was found in France in a place called Turin, has this image on it. And as you can see, that is a man who is pulling himself up. He's raising himself up. He's pulling a nail out of his hand, and he is separating his feet one from the other because they have a nail embedded into them. Moving on, this is an image here of a Vimana. Vimanas were used in the ancient times. There's a lot of stories in India, and this one here is flying over the water, and it's loaded with beautiful women, and they're all very sad because they've been stolen by this demon guy who looks pretty pleased for himself. He's got many faces, and that story is a little bit ancient. It's older than the Bible. Here we have another Vimana. So these vehicles, Vimana, they were able to fly in the air. They're like what people call castles in the sky. Here's another Vimana, and it's a huge one, that one. And it is flying across the sky. It's loaded with people, that one. And here's a smaller one, just a private Vimana. Like a private jet, isn't it? Just taking the Vimana for a spin. Now this idea of Vimana reminds me of Zeus ben Pantera's story of how he told the boys that his father's house has many mansions. This is a picture to show you that in the year I can't remember, I think it's 1550, there was an eclipse, and it did have a comet that was seen as well, and also this comet that everyone's calling the Devil's Comet. Did you know that when the astronomers found it a few years ago, they it had these like two sort of trailing pieces on the back, and they first called it the Enterprise. So, I mean, it's perspective, isn't it? So, now, I don't know what to think of this because I'm not American, but apparently Benjamin Franklin was never your guys' president, and who knew? But anyway, here's an old photo I found of, or it's not a photo, it's a drawing of Benjamin Franklin. Of course, as you can see, he's a Freemason. And all the founding fathers of America are Freemasons. Now, this is Benjamin Franklin taking a selfie. It's an AI image of a hat, apparently, that he's never worn in his life, according to the history. But yet, we all remember this hat, don't we, us old people? So, Benjamin Franklin was never your president, and he never wore that hat. Now, that's because of the changes that CERN makes. So there's one thing about the eclipse, and CERN's going to switch on, and when CERN does switch on, that means everything's up in the air. We don't know, do we? This is to show you that in the year 1550 AD, bunch of lots and lots of locusts all swarmed out when the eclipse was happening, okay? 1550 AD. It was Locust City. So don't worry about your cicadas. Just don't worry. Cicadas are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Now, I was saying before that I took lots of images of Mother Mary and child, and they've always got this moon, crescent moon in the image. So I wasn't quite sure what to make of it. See the crescent moon at her feet there? And I've been doing I'm doing a big study at the moment. Crescent moon. And I know that the Roman Catholics are really into Mother Mary and child. And here's a picture of her with a whole bunch of stars above her head and child. Now, at the same time as I'm studying the Byzantium, where I'm looking by meaning to, Xanta meaning beautiful woman, golden as well, golden age, second golden age, Byzantium. And I'm looking at that area, which of course we know now as Istanbul, and was also called Constantinople. So here's an image of it back in the day. And so, I mean, it's very beautiful. This was in the ancient times. And I really want to do I'm going to be doing some paintings. I've got a lot of things in my mind. So, Byzantium was walled. And that's the sea there. You can see some ships down there in the waters. Absolutely gorgeous place. Now, as you can see, they've got the water. You know, you have to go in by sea. That's how you enter. Here's a ship, one of the old ones. So, so back in the day, this was Byzantium, which became Constantinople. When Constantine became the emperor, saying that he'd seen a sign, was this, the cross with the P, sign for Jesus. That means, he was a God guy. So therefore, knock knock, can you please let me into Byzantium? Oh, good. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to call it Constantinople. I believe that Byzantium had a 1,000-year reign, and I feel that it was a place of protection for women, most especially, and it was a safe place. Now this guy, he's like, hey, how about we build the Hagia Sophia? And this is Constantine, and he's like, look, hey, why don't we build this, Christian fortress thing here? He's got a couple of crosses on it there, and this is Mother Mary and Child in the center of the image here. Now, it's kind of taught to us that Mother Mary is the mother of Jesus. But wonder, what if it's Mary Magdalene, mother of Sophia, the child of Christ? So perhaps they didn't go to France. Perhaps they went to Byzantium. So that area was a 1,000-year reign. It was all good until the Ottoman took over, which means wealthy man in the Ottoman Empire. So we had the golden woman, beautiful woman, the golden beautiful woman, and then we had the wealthy man, which is the Ottoman Empire. I don't know, there's a lot more to study. And I'm taking as many images as I can right now because, as we know, tomorrow Sun's going to do a magic trick. And when it does, everything's going to change again. So our history is going to be different. And, of course, as you should know by now, the Bible always changes whenever Sun flicks the switch. So there'll be some differences in the Bible verses as well. Now, I don't know what they'll be, but I know that the time travelers are linked in to saving Jesus. That's what I do know. And I do believe that they were able to go back in time and help that man. And I'm thankful that they did. So anyway, that's my thoughts thus far. And it's just a thoughtful update. So as long as we all are thinking while this eclipse is happening, we're thinking of calm, safety. We're putting ourselves into a position for the day tomorrow of peace, because our energy is the energy that creates the future, and if we can keep it under control, we can overpower those other people that want to start World War III, okay? The power is in our thoughts. So instead of worrying about what the government and those elite people are trying to create, just ignore it and concentrate on keeping everything peaceful. We all have to accept each other. Now, I was saying today to we're having a chit-chat. So I was having a chit-chat today, and we were talking about Israel, World War III, Ukraine, all the stuff. Now, my country that I live in isn't even 200 years old yet, okay? So, us white people got put here 160 years ago. I don't even think it's 160 years yet. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. I don't remember celebrating 150 years, so I'm not sure we're at 150. Now, the people that was before us, that's the Māori, they came in the 17th century. They all wakanui'd over and landed here on their wakas, that's their boats. And the people that were already residing here was the Moriori. The Moriori all fled, and the survivors made it to the Chatham Islands because the Māori flatly killed the Moriori. Now, so before, who was here before the Moriori? Well, that's going to be hard to find out because a lot of the Moriori didn't sort of continue with their stories. So, but let's just give it that history. That's enough. Now, we were having a chit chat today, and everyone's like, something about war. These are the guys, and so I was like, well, okay. Think of it like this. They were like, what's blah, blah, Israel, blah, blah, Palestine. I was like, okay, well, think of it like this. Would you like the Maoris to get up and start fighting with you guys? Do you want to start fighting the Maoris? How about we all just learn to get along with each other? That's all that needs to happen in the whole world. Ukraine, Germany, freaking France, Russia, Israel, like I said as well, we government people gave a territory back to a people, a religion, but a bloodline religion, a cult. And pretty much sort of they just went straight there and started a war. Bang, 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 pushed people around, took over a territory, and they've been doing nothing but push people around ever since. Okay, so this gets to a point where everybody's just sick of it. The bully. We're just sick of the bulliness. We're sick of capitalism. We're sick of bullying. We're sick of destruction. We've had enough. Okay, so we want to have a better future. And to have a better future, we've just got to start with a calm intention. Our intention is safety, security, and calmness. That's what we're going to do for tomorrow. Best of luck, everyone. And I'll talk to you after the eclipse. I wonder what CERN's going to do. I hope it's something good. And I hope you create something good too. Go Kite.